J.Crew is getting ready to launch a more affordable clothing line. This morning, after running into trouble it cannot afford, the retail giant laid off nearly 200 people last month as it fights a sales slump. Revenue fell to $582 million in the first 3 months of this year. Now, the company says the new J.Crew Mercantile stores will feature what it calls a collection of original styles once only found at J.Crew Factory stores. CBS News financial contributor Mellody Hobson spoke with the company CEO on Sunday. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
This is what I like about you, Mellody Hobson. We're doing a story. You can get anybody in the business community on the line to say, hey, what's up? So you call Mickey Drexler.
On Sunday.
On a Sunday, I know. Yeah,
I emailed him first. I said, I'm doing this story and I want to talk to you.
And when can
he
we
said,
talk?
call me now.
Call me now. And so you two connected yesterday. And what is he saying?
So he's saying he wants to open these stores because he's taking the J.Crew brand to places where it would not exist. He mentioned strip malls as a possibility. And this is for the customer that is not going to go to that high-end shopping district or that high-end mall, who is a value buyer and who wants to have the J.Crew experience. That's how he explained it.
But as you know, Calvin Klein and others worried about what would happen to their brand when they were sold in discount stores.
But remember, he invented this idea at Gap with Old Navy. He was the first person to ever do this. Old Navy was the lower price. Gap, it was incredibly successful under his tenure, and then all the other retailers followed. So you have Neiman Marcus with Last Call, and you have Nordstrom with Nordstrom Rack, and you have Saks Fifth Avenue.
But why were sales slumping?
Sales were slumping because they did two things wrong. He was the first to admit on the phone yesterday. He said, we had a bad year. He said, full stop, we had a bad year. They raised their prices at a time when their merchandise was not resonating with their consumers, and it was a double whammy. So sales have been soft because of that.
So how much trouble are they in? I was in J.Crew the other day. I still think the clothes are affordable, still chic, and still feel like one of the cool kids. Yeah.
So it's interesting. You have to tell you, I'm not hysterical about this.
Oh, okay.
I think fashion has misses. It happens. And this is one of those times. I think Mickey Drexler is one of the great merchant princes of all time. That's what he's called. He's one of the last ones that exists.
Wouldn't you like to see Mellody hysterical?
I get hysterical, not on the air.
But the question comes up, I mean, lower prices, lower quality.
So he came back hard on that point. He said J.Crew is always going to stand for quality. He also said, don't confuse us with the fast retailers who are out there like Zara or Uniqlo or some of the others, H&M, where you're going and paying $9.99 for a pair of pants that you're wearing a couple of times. So he was very clear, and those are my words, that last part. He was very clear about the fact that he wanted to make sure that J.Crew really did stand for quality.
All right, Mellody.
So that won't change.
Yeah. Thank you very
Good
much.
to see you, Mellody.
Hysterical or however it is, we'll take it, Mellody. Thank you very much.